Alright, you guys, so it is the start of a new week. Well, it's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. But, this is the start of a new vlog for this week. That'll go up Saturday. So, the normal schedule. You guys may have be wondering, so I got a couple of questions asking why I was posting more than usual. That is honestly because I had filmed multiple videos in the span of a month, and it was to help during that difficult time of all of the fraud and all of that. So I had filmed a couple of things, and then the fraud hit, and that while we were relaxing, I still wanted to post. So I was able to post those videos. And then there were a couple of videos that I had started before, like the one that is up today, where I had started, I was telling you guys about my broken tooth and needing to get that fixed. And I was planning on posting it before the 3-day trip, but I just kind of figured not too long after we got home, we were going to get that. I was going to another dentist appointment that was with that original video, so I just kept it and posted some of the other ones. So I was just trying to get caught up on videos, which is why I've been posting a couple of times a week. I do plan on going back to every Saturday for the next month, just to kind of give myself a break. If I feel good after that 1 month, I do plan on posting twice a week, so every Wednesday and Saturday, and just do like mini vlogs. But if we're not really doing anything, or if I still feel like once a week is good, then I will just continue doing once a week. But maybe now, because I have a friend, maybe I will be able to post a little bit more and twice a week, because I'll be getting out of the house and taking baby with me. But for now, for at least the next month, and I will update you guys, of course, but for now, for the next month, I will be going back to every Saturday. I wanted to come on here as well because I am obsessed with my stats. I love looking over everything that happens on my channel. And the video that I posted 3 weeks ago, which I'll just put right here, I'll just put the thumbnail picture right here, or a screenshot picture right there. It's such a little thing, but it's the video where I posted that I took a pregnancy test, and it has almost 700 views. I know that that's like nothing in today's standards, but it really, really means a lot to me. I've had this channel for a year almost, and that video has the most views, which tells me that you guys really do want to see like pregnancy videos and all of that, and newborn videos. So it makes me really, really excited that you guys are really interested in that. I would love to know more about what you guys want to see on my channel. I just feel like YouTubers mainly celebrate the big milestones. So the 1,000 subscribers, for me, it's the little things. I know it's not a lot of views, but it really does mean so, so much to me, and I just want to thank you all for it. I'm going to run to my bank, and then I'm going to the store. when I went to the store with my in-laws, we didn't get a couple of items. They were out of one item that I needed. But there's another item that I need for breakfast tomorrow. So I have to go pull cash out, and then I am going to the store. Today has not been a good day. I slept fine last night, but I woke up in pain and not feeling very well. So today's just kind of be a chill, relaxing day. But if it's not too boring, I'll take you along with me. If it's too boring, I will just combine this. Like, this is gonna be until Saturday. Actually, I'm gonna upload this video on Sunday just because Saturday is the day that I hang out in person with my new friend, my new connection, and I want that to be in it just so that I can update you guys with how that's doing. If you are confused on what I'm talking about, their video before this explains it. Just watch the last 15 minutes and you'll know everything that you need to know about it, because I explain it. And I will have a link down below with that video as well. I'm still working out some of the kinks in the system. But I am going to run to my bank. And I will see you in the next clip. Good morning, you guys. It is a little past 8 o'clock in the morning. This is probably the earliest I've woken up in the past couple of months. My body has not wanted me to wake up this early, but I'm working on it. I am making killer hash browns this morning. If you live in Utah and you go to Callie's Cafe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know that there are other recipes of killer hash browns, but Callie's Cafe in Utah, in Orem, does it really, really good, and I love them. And I have been wanting some, but don't have money to go get it, so I am making my own at home. I will, I might not show, me actually cooking it. It just takes a long time. So I am gonna get everything out and just show you what goes into it. I am making coffee as we speak. I started getting into it, so getting back into it. I had a bit of a rough time, so there was just a lot going on to where I couldn't make it, so, but, like me waking up at like 10 a.m. I really didn't need coffee. I'm gonna put my hair in a ponytail. I'm sorry if I'm being really quiet, because we live in an apartment complex and it is before 9 a.m. I need to be quiet. There is a possibility that they are gone, but you never know, so. sausage. I'm only doing 6 of them, so the top 6. Bacon, ham, a green pepper. I'm going to do the small one. An onion. A bowl for mixing it. This is where I'm going to put everything and stir it all together. And then country gravy that goes on top and around it. Oh, and cheese. I forgot to. The cheese goes before you put the gravy. So. Alright, you guys, so if you can hear it in the back, I have some food cooking. I just sat down because I don't need to stand and watch it for a minute or two. I only did a little bit of the onions, but I think I might need to add more because it doesn't look like a whole lot. They shrunk a ton. I was expecting them to shrink, but they shrunk a lot more than I was expecting, so I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee. Bit of an update. It is 9:15 now. I've been cooking for about 30 minutes, maybe 45. I have the meat, I finished the sausage, so the bacon is now cooking, and I finished the onions and peppers, grilling those a little bit, or sauteing those, and I am now doing hash browns. I have a crazy one running around this morning. Still drinking my coffee. This is probably what you saw it at last time, but I had to go and take everything off that was cooking and then put all the new things on, so. Riker is not feeling good this morning. He just keeps throwing up just because of his IBS. Hi, Crazy. What are you doing? No, don't sit on the cans, please. Watch Mickey. What's Mickey doing? TMI, but I almost just threw up. I might take a pregnancy test today. I will film it, but if it comes back negative, I'll just delete the video and put something right here where I said that it was negative. So, guys, it is 9:51 now. I have been cooking for a little over an hour, like an hour and 20 minutes. My stuff has just hasn't gotten hot enough. I am about ready to do the gravy. I have the rest of the hash browns cooking, but I wanted to show you guys what I have. So this is the bowl that I'm putting everything in. I have half of it in here, half of it in here, I have half of the hash browns, which I'm going to dump into here in a second. But this just helps to like mix it in evenly, roughly. So I like to split it in half. I didn't want to put like all of it in here and then do all the hash browns and then none of this go to the top. So say hi. Say hi. Can you give it a kiss? Can you give it a kiss? What do you need, baby? Yeah, I know. It's almost done, baby. It's almost done. Alright, you guys, it is Saturday, the day that we are doing the barbecue with my new friend. We got Becky back there. Say hi! We are leaving here soon to go over there. Riker just forgot one item. So, Riker just had to grab one item. He's coming out now. But we are going to go to the park, and I might film some of it if Becky's playing. So, stay tuned for that. If I don't film anything, then I'll probably film something when we get home and let you guys know how it went. Hi guys, so we have been home for about a little over an hour. We just kind of wanted to get home and put everything away and relax for a little bit, but I did want to come on here and update you guys so that I can edit this video and get it up
hopefully tomorrow. If not, it'll be up Monday. So we went to go meet my friend at the park, and they were really sweet, really nice. We do plan on hanging out again sometime, which is really nice. She was just as awkward as I was, really shy like I was. So, but I got to know her husband, Riker, and her husband became like pretty good friends. They were talking a lot. And it went really, really well. The food was amazing. Um, our kids loved each other. They were playing. Becky has a hard time playing with anyone else, and it was really, really nice because she was actually playing with him and being really nice and talking to him and all of that. So it was fun. They were adventuring around together. He is a little younger than she is, so he's a year and a half, and Becky's 2, so they have a few months in between them. But Becky really liked them. I really liked them. Riker really liked them. What else? I don't know if there's anything else that I would meant to update you guys on. Oh, actually, there is. So, as I'm sure you guys have noticed, I have a hospital band around my arm. If you guys have seen my Instagram, I'll put it up here. I posted this on my Instagram. I these past 2 weeks I have had such a rough time. I've been nauseous more than half of all of these 2 weeks. I've been really, really dizzy, really, really fatigued. I honestly haven't wanted to, over the past 2 weeks, I've slept in until almost 11 o'clock, and I don't even want to get out of bed because that's how tired I feel. And my body, I was having so many body aches. I was testing multiple times to see if I was pregnant, just to see if maybe that was the reason why I was having these issues. But yesterday, the 18th of June, I started getting a really bad, sharp pain on the lower right of my abdomen, which is where your appendix is. So Riker stayed here with the baby. I had my mom drive me to the nearest Instacare, which was in Provo, and I let them know why I was there, and a doctor then called me in to check on me and to see what it could be. He poked around to see if it hurt anywhere else, had me do a couple of activities to see if that also hurt worse or if it just stayed the same or if it made it feel better. But I also had to do a urine sample as well, so that they could test to see if I was pregnant or not. I wasn't. Their tests came back negative, but there was small traces of blood in my urine. So, and he wasn't too concerned about that. He just was like, once we figure out what's going on with you, we'll be able to see if this has anything to do with it, but other than that, I don't think we really need to worry about it. So after all of that, he goes, okay, well, you're kind of bordering between two different things. So you could have appendicitis. So you might have to, it might be your appendix, so you might have to go to get that removed and have surgery. Or it could be ovarian cysts. So I, sitting there thinking, I came to an Instacare because I've had side pain like this before, but it had been going on for 3 hours, and I was just in so much pain. And I did not think it was as serious as that. They told me that the resources that they had in the Instacare was very limited, and in order to get like an actual, like to see what it actually is, so either appendicitis or ovarian cysts, they said that I had to go to the ER because they have a lot more there. So we get back into the car, we drive over to the ER side, park, walk in, I let them know I'm there. Hey, Instacare told me to come here because I'm having pain in the lower right side of my abdomen. They get me back there, they do my blood pressure again, and
I just checked my
I'm okay.
screen. And
Out of here. They get in there, they take my blood pressure, they ask me when the last time I ate was, just in case it is my appendix and they have to do surgery. They want to make sure that I'm close to an 8-hour mark of not eating. And they take me to a room in the ER, and they put a needle up in my arm, and they got some liquids flowing. They gave me something for the nausea, and they gave me morphine for the pain. And they got 4 vials of my blood, so they ran all of the tests that they could think of on it. They said that they wanted to get me in for a CAT scan, but they had to wait for the lab results to come back before they did the CAT scan, just to make sure that I wasn't pregnant. Because if I'm pregnant, I can't get a CAT scan, and we would not know what is wrong. So I was sitting there waiting for them. They wheeled me in to go get a CAT scan after the lab results came back normal and okay, I wasn't pregnant. They did the CAT scan, and then 20 minutes later, I was back in my room. About 10 to 15 minutes later, my doctor came back in, told me that they couldn't find my appendix. They know it's there because I haven't ever gotten it removed, but the intestines, or the stuff that's in front of my appendix, is swollen and infected with something. And so they said, you have 2 options. One, we can either give you medication, and you can go home and wait it out. If it gets worse, you'll have to come back. Or if it doesn't go away, come back. Or 2, we can keep you overnight as an observation patient and see if it goes away on its own. But that's really pricey, so it's really all up to you. They didn't tell me like the actual name of any of it, because it's an uncommon abdominal pain, and that's just what they classify it as. But I just told them, I'll take the medication, I'll go wait at home. If it gets worse, I'll come back. If it stays the same, I'll come back. I think look better, then I won't need to. They were very worried that it was my appendix, to be honest. And I'm really glad that they ran all of the tests that they did to figure it out. I'm sorry if you can hear Becky. I took her nighttime show, and she's mad. The doctor seemed really concerned when I told him that I was having pain in my lower right side of my abdomen. He looked more concerned than the guy in the Instacare did, so I'm definitely glad. I wasn't planning on going to the ER, but after getting told that it could be my appendix or ovarian cyst and that I would need surgery for either one, I just was like, okay, now I have to go because I have to figure out what's wrong with me because they're not telling me what it is. I didn't get home. I left my apartment at 2:30 to ask my mom to take me to the Instacare, and I didn't get home until after 10. But I also had to wait about an hour, well, about 30 minutes to get my medications. I have 3 different medications. I have one for nausea. I have a tablet, that just a dissolvable tablet for nausea. I have something for the pain, and then I have a third one. I'm not 100% certain what it's for, because it doesn't say whether it's for the pain or for the nausea. So I don't know what it's for, but it's like a giant horse pill. It's about. It's pretty big. I can't really explain it, but the one for the pain is like tiny, and the dissolvable tablet as well is small. The dissolvable tablet tastes pretty good, so I tend to take that one last. The pain pill that I have doesn't taste good. It tastes literally disgusting. Like, disgusting. The giant pill, the giant horse pill, the one that I'm not 100% certain what it's for, and I've looked over all of the information, it just doesn't specify what it's for, so, and all of it is safe to take with ibuprofen and Tylenol, so I've been taking ibuprofen as well. The giant horse pill, though, doesn't really taste like anything. It doesn't taste disgusting, but it also doesn't taste good. Going back, as I said, when I did the urine test, there were small traces of blood in my urine. Here's why. I woke up this morning at around 4 o'clock in the morning, if I remember correctly, because I sleep naked. Like, I'm just gonna be honest about that right now. I sleep naked, to be 100% honest. I don't like wearing clothes to bed. It bothers me. I'm just never comfortable, if that makes sense. Underwear, I can sleep with it on, but when I don't need to, I don't. I woke up this morning feeling like I was leaking down there. I was really confused. I looked down and there is blood everywhere. It went through the bed sheets, onto the bed, got a bunch of it covered. It was a heavy flow. I did not think that I was going to bleed that night, especially like a heavy flow. I've never had this heavy of a flow before. So it just was like I had to take off my bed sheets and spray them to make sure that they didn't stain, and then immediately put them in the washer so that they could be washed. And I've just been extremely in pain. I have been dealing with that side pain and with sorry, Becky was crying too much, so I stayed in there until she fell asleep. She was having like a panic attack, I swear to God. But on top of that ER visit, I have my period. I honestly tested, I think every single day, because my period was a lot later than it should have been, to be honest. It was over a month late. It was, I believe, 42 days late to be exact. And on top of, I just think it's fantastic. After the ER visit, my period showed up. So I'm not pregnant. We will be trying again this next cycle that comes up. And we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching. I know we didn't really do much in this vlog. I didn't want to film without their permission. And there were quite a bit of people at the park that we were at, and I didn't want to film them on accident. So I didn't end up filming anything, to be completely honest. We just hung out, got to know each other, all that sort of stuff. So maybe if we do, or when we do more stuff together, me and her, maybe I can have her on my channel and have you get to know her, and I can take you along with me to do those sorts of stuff with her. So I know that she likes to go shopping and stuff like that. So if we go shopping somewhere, I will definitely bring you guys along. But thank you so much for watching this video. I wanted to come on here as well. The video that I posted 3 weeks ago, the one that's called I Took a Pregnancy Test. I know this may seem like such a small thing to be thankful for, but that video has gotten over 700 views now at this point. And I just want to say how thankful I am to all of you guys. I know that not all of you are subscribed, but I would love you to be, because you guys are following along this journey with me of trying to conceive, and then once it actually happens, being pregnant and giving birth and all of that. And of course all the mommy stuff with Becky. But I just want to, most YouTubers celebrate like the big things, so getting 1,000 subscribers, or 10,000 subscribers, or 1 million subscribers, all of that. YouTubers tend to only glorify the big achievements. I know that 700 views is not a lot in today's standards, but it means a lot to me, you guys. It really does. I'm sure once this video is posted, though, it'll change to a higher number, but I just want to thank you guys so much for all of the support on that video in general, and just being here with me. You guys don't know how much happier I am now that I am doing YouTube full time and not having to work a normal job, it makes me really, really happy. I have some other exciting news coming up, but I don't want to give away too much. So it'll probably be another month, roughly, I want to say, before it all comes together. But I have something exciting coming up, and just get ready for me to share it with you guys. So, on that note, have a great night, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Love you.